The relationship we have is sufficient for him, and it's not going anywhere else.
Who's even dating anymore? Who's actually in a relationship anymore? No, like,
is everybody nowadays so afraid of commitment?
We're just gonna lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis.
Men don't actually want relationships.
most of their exes aren't even like a boyfriend.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills or your bills. So
modern women notice the dating scene is shifting. They are slowly realizing that men are no longer showing the same level of interest when it comes to dating. Now they are trying to understand why this is happening.
I was born in the 80s. I'm over the age of 30 and I am single. I am so single in 2023. Do we just graduate from talking phase into situationship that graduates into maybe casually dating somebody? But yet casually dating somebody is not like dating somebody. Like there's no title on it. What is that? Is everybody nowadays so afraid of commitment, of meeting somebody and be like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to work on this and see what we can build and create together in the future? Do people just run from everything and not want to work on problems anymore?
That's a good question, but don't chase Chad and then complain when they behave like Chad. She is definitely going after guys who have many other options and then want to get them to commit, and this is why it's getting challenging.
Does nobody want to collectively build a future? Is single culture such a big thing now that everybody is so against committing to one person and one person only that they can't seem to keep their hands to themselves? Did I miss something? Was there a memo? Did you get a memo? Did somebody get a flyer or something?
It's already over if you are on social media asking why men won't commit to you. Cats won't surprise you with gifts. Wrong. If a cat really loves you, it will bring you a mouse. Correction, the men these women are attracted to left the dating scene. At the same time, these women don't want the men that want them. I'm currently dealing with a chick who repeatedly comes up with an excuse when we set up a date. I blocked her. Nobody wants me is equal to nobody that I want wants me. Remember, they're only complaining about the men they want, and they only entertain the other 80% of men when they get desperate after Chad and Tyrone. The dating scene is no longer the same, and this is what they have to accept and get used to, as it won't change anytime soon. The Chads and Tyrone who are still playing in the field don't want anything to do with commitment. They just want to have fun, and this is why they run fast when the commitment subject comes to the table. It was interesting when she said this.
Everybody is so against committing to one person and one person only that
They need to understand most of them are going for the same men, and this is the reason for their unsuccess when it comes to getting them to commit. Only a small percentage of guys are playing around as they have a huge pool to choose from, but the majority of men are not living that life. A large percentage of the good men who wouldn't run from commitment already left the dating world a while ago. They either found a partner and are married, or they dropped dating for a while. They are just working on themselves, as currently it's not easy to navigate the dating scene because it became too complicated. I don't know why they keep wasting their time trying to get Chad to commit, knowing they just want to have fun. Her friend zone list is packed with guys willing to commit to her, but most of us already know the story. They probably aren't excited enough.
Next, we have a female dating coach explaining why she thinks men are leaving the dating scene. She actually made some great points. Let's listen to what she has to say about it.
Why are men bailing out of relationships? I'm always seeing from women in the comment section that men are not men anymore, that they don't want to provide anymore. We have this perpetuation of, I don't need a man anymore because I can work on my own and I don't want to be his maid and his cook. It's not giving the man the incentive to be the man and the provider and step up for you, because you're not being a traditional woman yourself. Why would he show up as a traditional man for you? The other thing I think is kind of unfair is that women want men to be the sole provider while she also goes to work, and she doesn't want to do the household duties either. She feels like the household duties are also beneath her. So what exactly are you wanting? You want to work full-time, make money full-time, and then have a man fully provide for you without you doing any kind of work in the home?
Women are in a dating crisis. Men are doing just fine. Women only want to date the top 20% of men, but women are mad when the bottom 80% of men leave the dating scene. Not sure why the women are shocked about men leaving the dating scene. The ones leaving are invisible to them anyway. Fellas, just focus on yourself in these current times. 72% left the game, 20% simps struggling, 8% chats PlayStation. And why have a ton of men left dating, you ask? Very, very limited communication, lots of mind games, hiding stuff, up and down emotion, anger, and I could go on. It's always fascinating when I see videos of women stating what they want and expect from their partner, which are most likely things related to being traditional, but if a guy mentions his expectation, a lot of them won't like it. They don't want to be traditional, but want a traditional partner. They will have to pick a side. There isn't anything wrong if they want to be strong and independent. I actually think it's cool to see a woman paying her own bill and showing the world that she can get it done all by herself. I am all for it. But don't expect a traditional man when you are not willing to be traditional yourself, because those two don't go together. Imagine a traditional man living with modern women. We know it would never work because there will be too many gaps needing to be filled.
Next, we have a woman who thinks that while dating, she expects him to take off her financial load off of her. I didn't know that this is what was expected from dating. It seems like she wants to have the benefits of a wife while she is still a girlfriend. Again, it shows how unrealistic she is. Let's have a look at what she has to say.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills are your bills. So
And here we have another individual who has confused the rules of dating with the rules of marriage.
I don't care whose car it is. You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car. You cover the bills. I don't.
What made her think a man is responsible for his girlfriend's bills? Is she aware it's just dating? I wish her good luck with that one. Just make sure you don't come back with another video complaining that men don't want to date or commit.
No, that's not what that means. If a person is just dating, no. Their property is still their property, and their responsibilities are still only theirs. It's not the other person's responsibility to financially take care of that person.
Simple. You're trying to date me, so my bills are your bills. Period.
If her car is my car, I'm selling it. I don't need two cars. With that kind of expectation, what does she bring to the table? And please, I hope she doesn't say her presence. What's going on in the dating world? Dating my wife 40 years back, I bought her a car and paid bills. If she had insisted, she would not be my wife. Same, my mortgage is your mortgage. Are there really people out there that think this way? And then they act surprised after realizing that men are no longer interested in dating. What is she expecting from a guy after opening up about her expectations of the dating stage? I bet most guys will run as fast as they can to avoid taking on a stranger's financial load. Dating was designed to allow strangers to know each other on a deeper level and decide on whether they want to take it further or not, but seems like she wants to redefine it. It was interesting when she said this.
You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me.
Your boyfriend is not supposed to take any load off of you. This is the stage where both of you are still living separately and are just learning about each other. Therefore, there is no reason he should take on your bills. Is she suggesting that she will also pay his? I bet she isn't aware that the roles of dating and marriage were swapped. Sometimes it seems like some of these videos are just for content, but unfortunately, we all know that there are people who actually have this level of entitlement and delusion. They believe that you need to pay to be in their presence. If we are just dating, why are you expecting me to pay your bills? Am I paying for something? Will you pay my mortgage? She will be better off changing that mindset, otherwise, she will need to get ready for her collection of wine and some cats. We can't forget that simps are the main source of modern women's delusion. If it wasn't for those guys sending them money for no reason, they wouldn't have this mindset.
Lastly, we have a woman who shares a great perspective, which will increase the likelihood of success when it comes to relationships. Let's watch it.
I would tell all these girls, I'm like, you have this dream list of what you want in a guy, but you're setting yourself up for failure because you're going to grow together. You don't marry the person of your dreams, you become the person of each other's dreams throughout time. And
I think that's really good.
And so
Write that on the
releasing those
famous quotes.
Two clips for this.
Yeah, releasing the expectation.
She said it well. You don't meet the person of your dreams, you become the person of each other's dreams. This is the mindset that would help our dating a lot, but I don't know if modern women would agree with her statement, as most of them don't talk about building with a man. Instead, they want to find him already built.
Of like what I thought James should be and who I thought I should be, and just enjoying the moment and growing together. I wish I could go back in time and just go, it's fine, we're gonna argue, we're gonna fight, we're gonna have disagreements, but we're also gonna have a lot of fun.
Never marry for potential, always marry for who they are in that moment, and assume it's the best they will be. I know so many people who are so unhappy because of the promises made and unkept, or the lack of potential met. Everyone who is saying that she is saying marry potential is missing the whole point. She's saying to make your expectations realistic. Trying to be perfect or have a perfect relationship is impossible, so stop trying to achieve that perfection and be present in the relationship. Stop trying to check boxes. No, don't be teaching girls this. Just the way that man became so excited when she said this? That should be an indicator it's bad advice. She's spot on. The world needs to hear this message right now. The best part of this video was the comment section, which was full of women who didn't agree with her message. They don't want to build with anyone. Not knowing this is the best way to create a strong bond with their partner, and this is also the best way to show their partner they actually love and care about him, and are with him for the right reason. Most women in the comments said they couldn't date or marry potential. They want something substantial before committing, as there is no guarantee he will accomplish those things. But a lot of them will miss their blessing because of that mindset, as most men will need sometimes to reach a certain financial level. Only a wise woman will understand it and stick by his side and trust the process, and in the end, those women will be by the side of a winner.
This is the end of today's video. If you like it, I know that you will also like the video on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out.